Okay, here we go. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie Adams from SOS Solutions, and you know, I talk a lot here about credit repair and the tactics and stuff you can do and understanding how to read a credit report and the Metro 2 documentation and that kind of stuff, understanding charge-offs, understanding collections. But the one thing I don't think that I've ever actually discussed with you guys? What the heck are the name of the credit bureaus? We should probably go over that. Okay, so I know there are three that you're probably very familiar with. Transunion, Equifax, and Experian. But there's a couple more that I want to talk about. There's actually far more than that. There's tons of credit bureaus. Some of them are very popular and very large. Some of them are quite small. But I only want to give you two additional ones because I don't want to overwhelm you. And the two additional ones are LexisNexis and Chex, C-H-E-X, like the cereal, Chex Systems. So let's break this down real quick per bureau and why you need to know them. Experian is one of the big three. So obviously when you're trying to pull your credit report, Experian is going to pop up as one of the options for you if you are going to annualcreditreport.com. Experian is going to be one of the big options for you. So Experian's contact information is flashing on the screen now. So that is how you get in touch with Experian if you are going to write a letter. There's also, I will put it in the description below, there's also a link to Experian online. Now, people they go back and forth about this stuff. Like, do you dispute online? Do you dispute in the mail? Do you dispute by fax? Do you dispute by upload? How do I actually get in touch with Experian? Can I call them? The answer is yes. Period. Yes. You can do all of those things. I do recommend, though, because the big controversy is if I dispute online, then I give up my rights to arbitration. And number one, are you going to arbitrate? If you have no intention of taking this into a legal ride, don't be too concerned about arbitration. The other thing is that people worry about is that if they dispute once, they won't be allowed to dispute again. These rules only apply if you go through some kind of a service that has been purchased. So if you're going through somebody who provides you a credit score that you've paid for or some free service online that you can submit a dispute through, then you're really going to want to read those user disclosures, because in there you might find that you can't arbitrate or you can't, you're limited in your disputes. You might find them through those services, but if you go direct through the bureau, and remember, the bureaus will try to sell you their own credit monitoring. Make sure you're reading very carefully, but most of the time, if you go through the bureau, the courts have found that the credit bureaus cannot stop you from giving up your FCRA rights. So you can absolutely go ahead and dispute online. So Experian's information is above, and down below in the description, I will leave you a link to their actual website where you can go in and you can get it will create a report number for you, and you can dispute right through there, or you can write your letters like we always do, and there is an upload website where you can upload right into Experian. Okay, moving on, we have Equifax is next. Equifax information should be on the screen right now, so you can absolutely write to them. And guys, these credit bureaus actually have multiple addresses, so these are the biggest addresses, but pay attention to your dispute results, your consumer results when they come back to you in the mail, because sometimes you'll see the addresses are different. And you can write back to those addresses, or you can write to the main address. It doesn't matter. It's all going to get uploaded into a computer system anyway. So Equifax is next. In this area, we see Equifax pulled a lot for cars. I don't know if that's nationwide, but I do know here in this area, Equifax has pulled a lot for car dealerships. So they're your big dogs you want to pay attention to if car dealerships is on or if buying a car is in your future. You definitely want to make sure that your Equifax score is taken care of. And then I will leave Equifax's their website down below, so you guys can click the link. The next one is Transunion, and their information should be on the screen right now. So that completes the big three. What I'm finding as of the date of this video is that sometimes Transunion is a little bit hard to get in touch with. If you are trying to mail to them, they are kind of not opening a lot of mail. At least for me, that's my experience. I have a lot of people that I work with in the credit repair space. I have a lot of clients that I work with as well who are sending out their own letters, and some of them are having trouble with Transunion, some of them are not. So I really like going through the Transunion portal itself to submit my disputes, because in that portal you can pick out the creditors that you want to dispute, and then you can upload any documentation that you have, and I really just upload whatever letter it is that I am pointing out any inaccuracies or disputes for. I just upload that right into Transunion, and you can continue to do that. So yes, I am a big fan of uploading straight through the bureaus. Like I said, just be very, very careful. You do not want to do this through their monitoring. You want to do it direct through their website. And like I said, I will leave you the links below so that you can do that. All right, the next thing is LexisNexis. I always love saying that, LexisNexis. It's LexisNexis. Now, why is LexisNexis so important? Guys, these guys track everything about you. It is not just your everyday credit report stuff, like the stuff that reports to the big three bureaus. These guys are housing your public records, any liens, state tax liens, that kind of stuff is all being housed through LexisNexis, but they are also housing so much more information on you. So I really encourage you guys to pull your LexisNexis risk review so that you can see actually what data they truly have on you. I mean, guys, they have what kind of house are you living in? They have, magazines and stuff that, your places that you're shopping from, old email address. They have a lot of stuff. So this report tends to be very large. I do recommend that you go ahead and pull yours. And what I'll do is I will put the link below in how you can order that online. They will ask you some personal information, which all of them will. They will ask you some personal information. Just fill it in, guys, and get your report. They will mail it to you, or actually what they'll do is they'll send you a form, and in that form will be a link for you to go back into the website and type in the link and then type in the code, and then they'll allow you to download your credit report. Sometimes you'll get something wonky back from them that says, we couldn't find you. Just do it again. Just go in and try it again. And normally they'll say within 2 weeks you'll receive your credit report. So that's a good one. LexisNexis, most people don't know about that one. But yes, they are the ones that are housing your public records. So if you are trying to get bankruptcies removed, or, you've gone and applied for a mortgage and the lender says, hey, we found tax liens or, federal debts or something like that. And, you're looking at your main three credit reports and they're not showing up there. It's because that information is being pulled through a risk review, LexisNexis. Take a look at that website. And that information, again, is below. And the very last one that we're going to chat about, now there's quite a few more, but the last one that we're going to chat about is called Chex System, like the cereal, C-H-E-X, Chex System. If you go into a bank and you are having trouble opening a bank account, you might want to check your Chex Systems credit report. When you are known for bouncing checks, which I don't know the last time I wrote a check, but if you are known for bouncing checks or, anything of that sort that has to do with banking, you're likely going to pop up in a Chex System credit report. I think we actually all have one, but if you don't have anything negative on there, then it's really just kind of, hey, we don't have anything for you. But if you, if you've overdrawn on a bank account and never paid it back or something like that, or basically if you're having trouble opening a bank account, you're going to want to check out Chex System. I will leave the link below for that one so that you can, again, go ahead and order that online, and they will either send it to you in the mail or they will send you a link for you to access it. So that's it, guys. There are 5 that we talked about today, but there's only 3 that most people are concerned about unless you have public records or a problem with opening a bank account, you're going to want to check out those other two we just talked about. And the contact information is there, along with a bunch of different ways that you can go about submitting your dispute. So I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please make sure you subscribe and maybe like this. That would be cool too. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.